And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing FortressCraft Evolved. We are down to the last roughly 2 minutes, and we've had a lot of cryoplasm spawn. We've had these things are keeping up pretty well though, although it's starting to fill up. I've had setups before where this whole area fills up to about right there, full of cryoplasm. So it's just kind of, I'm a little off center right now. I think in my other setups I might raise them up. You know, that how I have these things beaming. I think in my next setup, the first set of those, I'm gonna have the things, the Dazzler sit on top, and then I'm gonna raise it up. So I'm up to the level of where these things are, and I get a little bit more direct punch right through. I think that would be a wise thing to do. So last minute, here we go. My power is just barely keeping up. I think it's the geothermals that are really providing a lot of the power, plus all those 40 turbines are just pumping constantly right now. And the other thing I have to watch for is my power, because I don't want to run all the way back to charge Arthur up while this thing is just about ready to go. Last 30 seconds. And all of my lights are now covered up with cryoplasm. But as soon as this dies, all this cryo will slowly start to erode away. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There it is. And it is done. Look at that. So now it's starting to make some headway, gutting all of that cryoplasm. And I can extend this out a little bit to catch those pipes that fall. So don't fall all the way down. It looks like the thing fell way over here for some reason, but we got the hive brain matter out of it, which is interesting. And I have some crap I want to get rid of here. Let me go over here and drop that. Don't want to pick it up again. Drop all of these. Let those despawn. Clear up some of my inventory a little bit so I can pick up the Inferno. Should be picking this up. Get rid of all these lights too. Oh, it's so bright. And let's get rid of some more of these lights just so we can see what's going on. Yeah, that's where the now dead spawner was. Now it's just a matter of sort of cleaning up, getting everything squared away. Now keep in mind that there's another spawner. If we hit K here, we'll let the long process of loading these in. There should be another one, another purple square. There it is, right there. You can just barely see it. That's one of the kitty corner ones. Like I said, those are really hard to hit. Oh, frame rate drop. I can take all these out. So that is the easiest way to take care of one of those cryo spawners, is just to use torches to make sure it has the line of sight. Windows don't work, if anybody is wondering that. Windows block the spawner. So the rest of our things here are taking care of all the rest. Let me beam some more in and maybe put another melter on this side, just to try to clean that up a little bit. Get this area nice and clear. Then I can start tearing it down where the batteries are already maxed out again. Still have a little bit of melting going on, but nothing too major. Let the rest of these clear out slowly. Oh yeah, I don't want to walk across that. That would be a bad decision, walking across that. So I'm gonna walk this way. So I'd like to get a melter right back in here. So I'm gonna put a battery. Yeah, it's kind of going far back there. And I'm going to put another battery. And then a melter on this side. Not really sure where that goes. I can kind of walk around in here, which is nice. And I can put another laser going straight up. Kind of dig this out a little bit. Get up as far as I can. And put another melter down. That should clear most of this out in here. It should all fall down, which is fine. It's kind of what it's there for. And once this whole setup is sort of balanced and clean, I'll tear down all the machines. I put a floor in here. I take down all the stuff that's way down there. I leave the bricks and stuff, but then I put a floor in, so none of this stuff actually falls. It's a lot easier to clean up that way. This is actually doing pretty good there. Not sure if that's going to reach all the way up, but it looks like it's pretty close. So we took out one of the 8 cryo spawners. Just like that. 7 more to go. Now, I'm not sure, let me know if you've had enough. Because there's really, when it comes to late game stuff, this is basically it. Just a matter of fighting the cryo. So you've seen pretty much the frozen factory stuff now that the cryo spawner is dead. So what would you like to see? I'm thinking of, trying to do like a rapid game using rapid resources and stuff. It's sort of a rush mode light. I'd love to see what I can do with, turbines that produce you know, 3,000 power, and how big of a base, how big of stuff that we could build. You know, just hundreds and hundreds of smelters, and kind of push my computer to the limits. But so far, so good. Yeah, it looks like everything sort of calmed way down. Bombers, are you out? You are. So let me just... They've been slowly eating away this stuff here. It's extra cryo that was right here. So that'll be nice. Oh, that bounces. It's kind of weird. Clear out this area, that way if I ever need the crystal, I can always come back here and mine just a gross amount of crystal. Speaking of which, let's put some lights up in here. Do I have any more? I have some white lights. Just get some lights in here. That way, if I ever want to come back and mine crystal, I'd be able to mine quite a bit of it in this little area. 2.5 million crystal right here. Not too bad. It's a long ways away from my base, though, so getting it over there would be kind of a nightmare. It'd be easier just to grab, you know, 50,000 crystal and then go put it into a bunch of hoppers or mass storage over there and let it filter out that way. All right, looks like this is, yep, clean that corner up, clean that corner up. Let's go down. You can see I got the deeper trenches going on here. Slowly start taking these machines out. Construction paste, please. And now I can take out the conduits. They're the easiest to take out of all the multi-blocks. It's the only multi-block that breaks, and it's all 9 of them break at the same time, which is nice, I have to say. I wish they all did that. Grab all these, save a few resources. Not that we need to, but it's always nice to be frugal. Yeah, I'm picking up some rock too. I'm gonna go over here, drop the rock, and go back over here and drop it again. You did your part, Mr. Pitt. You are good. You worked well. I do want to build a quarry. That's definitely something I want to try to do in this game. I want to try to build one of my Mark IV quarries and see how far down we can dig. Okay, let me go down here. I would like to build a floor if I can. Not sure how deep to go. How far down is... Oh, it's perfect. Perfection. So let's try to dig out here. That way none of the other stuff falls when I break it. A little easier to clean up. Oh, and then I missed a shot there. Darn. Because that will also cancel out the glass that's in there. It's like that. Because glass is like the one resource that takes construction paste to make, but when you replace it, or when you break it, it doesn't actually give you construction paste back, which is kind of weird. It's like the one block that does that. I'm gonna go back over here, drop those. Is that glass sticking out there? It was. My bombers are still going strong. Cleaning up a lot of the cryo that was lingering around here. But now that we've taken out this cryo spawner, there are 7 more that can become active. And while all of them sort of take their turn in being active, there's always just one that sort of is more active than the others. And it has to do with, you know, if you start fighting it, if you start taking it out, it can detect that and start growing a little faster. So all of these need to come down as well. Those, take out the conduits so that they don't randomly kill me. And sort of reset this process. And that thing, I think I got all of those. So now it's just a matter of all of these. This will make it a little bit safer. Taking these out. Plus I can now take out the batteries and not have the conduits freak out when I take them out. There we go. The result of a solid war. All right, those are all collected. Gathering up all my resources, finishing up the main push to the cryoplasm spawner. So what do you think? Should I go ahead and, you know, record episodes fighting the next 7 of these? Because it would be a lot of episodes and it would be pretty much the same stuff in every episode. Just a matter of fighting the cryoplasm, you know, making headway, getting the inferno built, getting the pipes going. Oh, what am I low on? Okay, that should have been all she wrote there. I think that's everything. Not seeing any lasers or anything like that sitting around. All right. Now it's just a matter of going and grabbing all the way down the line. One thing I could do is I could take this, stretch it, and then go straight this way and grab that spawner over there as well as the one that's over there, because they are equally distant away. But it would be a lot of excavation. Plus, I would have to sort of... Well, wouldn't really have to mess with the crystal, although that's a lot of crystal in the way. So what do you think? Let me know. I will leave it open to ideas, discussion. What would you like to see? Would you like me to start over on a rapid system? See how fast we can get to this point? Or what sort of game settings would you like to see? Just let me know in the comments, and I would be happy to oblige. Anyway, that'll do it for this episode. So I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.